sitting in the room observing my CFO go to battle with the CEO over a budget question. And the CFO was actually defending the CIO, believe it or not. And the argument was very simple, as you can expect, we need to cut IT budget by 15%. And the CFO at some point said, okay, which vendors would you like me to stop paying on time? And the CEO was very, very perplexed. He said, well, to cut the 15% you're asking for, I have to switch off the AP module of my ERP system. I can switch it off. No problem, right? So you just tell me which vendors you don't want to get paid, no problem. Right? So I think the bottom line to the question is, budgets are always there for a very good reason. Most savvy finance professionals and IT professionals focus on value and total cost of ownership. If you are going to introduce a new element of cost into my budget, you better be taking that cost plus something out. And so long as you can convince me of that value creation, I have no problem spending money. Right? I mean, you really can't grow without spending. So the problem is never the budget. The problem is, are you creating more value than what you're charging? Right? So long as you can overcome that chasm in a convincing fashion. Right? Don't try and fluff your way out of it. Then you are never going to face any problem with getting accepted.
And also one thing I would add is, we should also ask every startup that's coming with an idea or what value they bring. They also know the typical ecosystem where they are disrupting or who they are replacing. I would always love for startups to come up with that. If you use this tool, you can actually replace these 6 different tools that you have in your landscape and simplify. If they come with that kind of also opinion, that actually gives me a lot of, I'll get a complete attention. And I do the same thing at home too. If we're bringing something new inside the house, something has to go out. And when we brought the dog, I was worried who's going to go, because I was am I going to lose the spot is what I was worried about. But luckily I was able to hold the spot along with the dog.
Agile, right? Everyone's used the term agile, but you've got to have agile tools to make your project agile. So this is where we start. We can actually enable the data scientists, the engineers, and the developers to work with the end users to actually show the incremental gain that they get in the value they get. I'm going to go. This is a little positioning where we sit in the ecosystem. It's always important to know your competitors. Also, when you're working in the enterprise, there are also other tools there. How do you complement them? How do you add value? It's something that we do. How are you unique? So on the data front end side, we are the leader in able to do sophisticated graphics, and we integrate to the back end side to all the leading platforms, whether it's AWS, whether it's Google, whether it's Azure, whether you're looking at Databricks in terms of the data source. Right? So we do the integration and it's native.
I'm here to make you look like a rock star. Based on the homework I have done, this is the problem I think your company is facing. Here is how my product has solved that problem. And if we are successful, these are the outcomes you can measure me on. And in doing so, I will make you look awesome in front of your boss. Right? If you can sell me those components, you have a viable company.
You should consider me. All right, thank you.